welcome to a bit of an update video. I just finished work, got some beautiful chicken nuggets and chips and beans, because there's beans in this pot. Can you see that on the camera? Yeah, you can. I think I've set the camera up quite well. I'm not sure what state the microphone's in. I think what setting the microphone's in. I think it's in just the stereo. Not stereo, the mono. Apologies for a lack of videos the past few weeks. Finishing uni was long and tiresome. Well, not finishing it, but finishing the semester. And also, what do I want to point out? There is. Since I finished uni, I've been working a lot, and I mean a lot. I'm on my 7th day in a row out of 8. Tomorrow is my last day, and then I have a break for 2 days. Then it's Christmas Eve, then Christmas Eve, then Christmas Day, then Boxing Day. And I'm working the 2 days before Christmas Day, so Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Eve, and then I'm working Boxing Day as well. So a busy Christmas time for me. So this will probably be my last video before New Year's, unless I make a video on a day off this week, which I highly doubt, because I just want to sort of spend some time with myself, because I'm exhausted thoroughly. Anyway, getting into it. Got some beautiful golden chicken nuggets. I just like the noise it makes. I wonder if the thing can pick that up. I'm not wearing my headphones because it's a bit uncomfortable, and I just want to get into eating this. God, that almost made me choke. So we've got some bean juice. And I think if I'm up close to the mic, it's going to be good enough anyway. Now, for the first time, in what I can only think to have been around a year, might have been a bit less than a year, I'm drinking alcohol. Now, that might be a bit much for the camera. Look how much of that's picking up now. Right, basically I've got a bottle of cider. It's just passion fruit reorder leg from Tesco that my mum picked up. I'm going to pop the cap and take a swig because I need alcohol today. Which is the first time I've ever said that. It's got really good lid sounds. That was beautiful. That wasn't. But yeah. I needed that. Beautiful. Now let's get into eating this, because them chicken nuggets can be like absolute balls of fire, because they're usually very hot. But these are sort of cooled down a little bit. So yeah, this being a bit of an update video, sort of need to update you. I'm getting a new phone hopefully in January. Internet connection is being controlled. Original settings. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a new phone in January. I know I've only had this a couple of months, but the people who make this phone, Honor, who are an excellent company in my eyes, invited me to their launch event a couple of weeks ago for their 2 new models. Couldn't go, unfortunately, because I had uni, and I didn't expect the launch event to be as good as it was, and so I didn't go, but I watched it live from my phone on the bus journey home. And the phone that they announced looks incredible. It looks absolutely magnificent. Much better than any iPhone, in my opinion. Much better than the Samsung by far. And only £450 instead of £1,200 of the iPhone X. I only say £1,200 because it comes standard with 128GB of memory. And so, in fact, if I Google it, yeah. And so the iPhone X, I believe the 128GB iPhone X is £1,200. If you're going to buy it outright. I want to just buy the phone. Don't want to pay monthly. That is ludicrous. That is just stupid. The iPhone X is £77 a month with a £30 up front, and that's for the 64GB. That's just stupid, I'm sorry. But yeah, this new phone is amazing. Comes with the AI technology, which is the first in its kind to ever be put into a processor. So they're really beginning to experiment in new world technology. What else? Yeah, hopefully I'll be getting that in January because I'm picking up a hefty pay packet. They'll probably just about cover it. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that's the View 10 comes standard as a 128GB. The iPhone, the 128GB, I think is £1,200, if I'm not mistaken. So that's like a 40% of the price, which is ludicrous, considering it's better. It's got 3D face recognition, not 2D. It comes with everything the iPhone X has as standard, so like the face monitoring, you know, the Animoji, they've got their own version of that, and it's all in 3D, so you've got like whole 3D models instead of just like 2D emojis. The technology behind it's amazing. They said that it's going to advance so quickly. It learns and recognises what you're doing to A, speed up the phone, and B, become a thing. First chicken nugget. Let's try that. That's very nice. But yeah. Again, the camera on it is a 20 megapixel and 16 megapixel. The one on my phone at the minute, I believe, is a 20 and 8. So the RGB camera, the monochrome camera, is the 20 megapixel, and they're keeping the monochrome at 20. But they've increased the RGB camera to 16 instead of 8. But as I was saying, I'm going to order that in January when it comes out, once I get my money. Because again, I get my second half of my student loan as well, or second third of my student loan, which is going to pay off the Florida trip I went on and get me the phone, hopefully. And obviously we've got Christmas money, that's going straight into the phone because I don't want to buy anything at Christmas. There's nothing else that I really need. Oh, other things that it comes with, yeah, face unlock as standard. I think all phones are going to be dabbling in that area. the cool thing about it is it recognises if you're asleep and if you're awake. So no one can steal your phone if you're asleep, because that's one of the most frequently asked questions on the iPhone X's FAQs, apparently. It's one of the most frequently asked questions is, can it unlock your phone if you're asleep? And I think the answer is yes, unless they've released an update since because of the security features. I assume you can't, because that would just be poor on Apple's behalf. But on this one, if you're asleep, it can't unlock it. If your eyes are closed, it won't unlock it. It has AI translator features. Where if someone is speaking, your phone will translate for you, which is unbelievable. I know that they teamed up with Microsoft to do this, so it shows how big of a company they're getting in Europe, because they're the number one selling phone in China and the Asia market. In the global market, they're not as big, but within 5 years they want to be within the top 3. So I assume that's Apple and Samsung. But yeah, this translator is, they've teamed up with Microsoft to help with Microsoft Translate, and it does amazing translations for you. That's if you're in areas of business that require that anyway. What else does it do? Many things. It's what's happened to my laptop? Please don't have died. No? How very strange. But yeah, the camera recognises certain situations. What? Has it done it again? Why does it keep doing that? Please don't, laptop. I'm not in the mood for you to die on me. What percentage are you on? 18. You've got up, so it can't be that. Oh well. Anyway. That seemed to take ages to put that in my mouth. Please don't ever sound clip that. That was poor on my behalf. What was I saying? Yeah. That cider is beautiful. Oh, is it my internet connection that keeps going? Because that is being tugged and tugged. Right, let's move that across slightly and give it some slack. What's it installing? Cancel. There's no device to set up. Yeah. I think my laptop's having a bit of a moment. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. That's enough about the new phone. I will unbox that on the channel when it arrives in mid-January. Now, Christmas presents. You saw me wrap a load. It hasn't been Christmas yet. They're still wrapped, and I'm going to tag them soon. Because I just bought some tags. However, the one Christmas present off my mum that I asked for, I had to purchase myself because my mum asked me to. Because I had Amazon Prime. So, why not? And if I knew I was getting it, I might as well have got it early. So, Revival by Eminem was my present of choice. And that's what I'm going to talk about for the next 5 minutes. /20. It is by far one of the best albums Eminem has ever released. It is on par with his early work. I believe, in my own sort of opinion, that if you take one style of song from each album, because each of the albums are quite different in all fairness, there's not one way you can look at it and say, oh my god, that sounds exactly like that, because they're all different. But on this one, it seems like he's taken one style of each song, or one style of each album. So one might sound poppy, one might sound raspy, one will sound dead grimy. He's taken one sort of style for each song and put it on an album, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. He's teamed up with some great artists in Ed Sheeran and Beyonce. Obviously, you can't take that away from them. In fact, who else is on some of the tracks? Of course, Alicia Keys, ex-ambassadors Skylar Grey, Kalani and Pink. Being a big Pink fan, I was actually pretty disappointed with that song. I guess it's okay. In Your Head is brilliant. They used the chorus from Zombie by the Cranberries as part of the song, and I love that one. It's brilliant because it's one of the songs that I used to absolutely smash out on Rock Band. I loved it. Offended is hilarious. It's brilliant. He just, like, I must say, the whole album, I don't think I haven't heard a song that hasn't got a Trump reference in it, because he hates Donald Trump, according to this album. So I'm surprised he's actually got away with producing it. And again, executive producers being Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin. But yeah, got the album. It isn't opened because obviously ordering it on Amazon allows you to download the music while it comes to your door. So I got it delivered, and I must say I'm thoroughly impressed with the album, like by far. A Rose is a very good song. Like, it's track 19, so it's the last track on his album. Which, to be fair, 19 tracks on a whole album, it's pretty good going. That's like 19 whole new Eminem songs coming at your ears. But yeah, A Rose is very good. That reminds me sort of the sort of Stan sort of songs, you know, the ones that are sort of solemn and apologetic and have that sort of deep underlying meaning. Offended is just outright blasting people and saying, don't get offended. Which, if Donald Trump comes out and says that he got offended, then Eminem's proved his point. But if he doesn't say anything, then Eminem's won. So either way, it's a win-win situation for him. This is very nice. You can hear how crunchy these are. It's amazing. Come on. But yeah, so this phone that I'm buying, the Honor V10, it's the first V phone that's been allowed in the global market, because obviously they've took over the Asian market by storm, and they haven't been able to get into the global market in recent years because of the legal issues, I assume, and policies and whatever. So that's why they've released the flagship phones of the Honor 8, the Honor 9, the Mate 10, the P10, that Huawei did. I mean, I know it's a brand of Huawei, but I think they're branching out and they're splitting from Huawei pretty soon. Which is good, because it allows them to properly rebrand their own phone. It is looking very sleek. I'm going to get it in black, because the other two I've had have been in the blue. I would have loved it in the red. The red looks absolutely sexy, but that's China only, and the gold for China only as well, because with it being a Chinese phone and red and gold being a very strong colours for the Chinese market, it's like an exclusive to try and get them to buy more, which is a very good idea from a business sort of spot. But hey ho. This is beautiful, by the way. There isn't much left to eat. That's another really key feature that I think is absolutely amazing and really fun. It's like a sort of, if you were swaying between two, this would be one of the ones that sort of like edges you towards getting this sort of phone over others. If you have your NFC near field communication turned on the phone, and you're listening to a song, and you want your mate to listen to a song, and you've both got the song on your phone, you can tap their phone and it will sync the music up. Like, you just click sync play and then tap the phone and you can do it. That is wicked. You can have like so many silent raves, and I believe that this like a total amount of people, so I think there's like 32 that can be on this sync play altogether, something like that. So you can have up to like a certain amount of people on the same sort of sync of a song, which I think is amazing. But by the time you've got all 32 people, the song's going to be over. But hey ho, it's still a very, very, very good phone. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the features that they announced. I'm part of their beta service as well. Yeah, I'm part of their beta club on Facebook. I'm one of, I want to say, 100 members. If I want to quickly go onto Facebook, just tapping on a beta club. They invited me to it a couple of weeks ago. 1,000 members, okay, so maybe a bit more than 100. But I have won a competition with them. They announced that yesterday, actually. I'm winning headphones. There was 2 people that could have won phones. 2 people won phones, either the new phone or they're getting a phone. And yeah. Yeah. So I won headphones, the Huawei headphones. I'm not sure what headphones they're going to be offering, because I know that if we go, I don't want smartphones, I want more. No, go back to on. Yeah. So actually, I haven't got them on this website. Let's go headphones. There's a few that are obviously they. Give me a second, sorry. There's a few that are cheaper, so like the obvious ones that just come with. That's the 7X. Why did I click that? Sorry, guys. There we go. There's the engineer phones, which are $20. Ignore accessories. There we go. View all. So you can get the the Huawei earphones, which are 20 quid. You got the Huawei earphones AM13, which are $30. The $10 ones, but then they also have ones that are like $60 and $30. So I'm not sure which ones I'm winning. They haven't said which ones I'm winning. I assume it'd be the cheaper ones, being 5 winners. But you know, if they are the most expensive ones, then that'd be brilliant, because they look comfortable as hell. Because I don't really like in-ear buds per se, because they really don't fit my ears very well. and I like just the ones that sort of slip in, and these look like a hybrid between them. It's got like ones that are they're like thin, and they're like actual buds. But anyway, this is very nice, by the way. Yeah. The Honor release. Oh. Sorry, I'm just reading. Anyway, yeah, the Honor V10 release. I can probably get this now. I'm just talking absolute shit to you guys. We are still recording. I'm hoping to figure like that. You can see me. If I have a look here. Can you see the microphone yet? Is that you can just not see the microphone, which means you can see my face if I go like this. Apologies if that was a little bit loud. I'll see it on these wavelengths. Yeah, it looks a little bit loud. Pardon me. So yeah, I'm drinking Riodlig. Pear cider blended with passion fruit made from pure Swedish spring water. Served well chilled, and it was very well chilled. Ice cubes, chilled Riodlig passion fruit cider. Squeeze a lime, wedge of lemon to garnish. Beautiful Swedish refreshment. Brilliant. But yeah. I look knackered because I'm knackered. The release, when they released it, and on the launch event, they made a bit of a bash at Apple on many occasions. I think they were slating them for how expensive their phones are for what they actually are, how ridiculously overpriced everything is, and how ludicrous some of their sort of marketing points have been. One of them where the Honor was like, the president of Honor said, and I'm glad to announce that I sounded like I was from Yorkshire. I'm glad to announce. No, he's from China, and it was very difficult to actually understand him, but he did very well. I will give him that. He did very well to come to a all English speaking country and speak English for the whole event. But yeah, they announced that they are keeping a headphone jack because headphones are designed for headphone jacks. I think they were his words, or something to those sort of remarks. But yeah, he was making a bash at the fact that iPhone don't have headphone jacks anymore, and you have to pay ludicrous prices for earpods, whatever they're called, AirPods. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But he was saying, yes, we have a headphone jack, and then everyone clapped, and he sort of giggled. But yeah. It charges from up to 50% in 30 minutes, which is pretty average nowadays. Like the Pixel 2 does it, they've done it, blah 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 blah. They haven't got wireless charging yet, but I don't see that as a super sort of feature. It's like it's a bit, you can pop it down if you want, but no, it's no different to plugging it in. If you've got to walk over to a place and pop it down, then you've got to walk over to a place and plug it in. There's no real difference really. Well, it's come out in a statement. I'm just reading some of the things that are on the beta page, and they want to avoid the Huawei comparisons, even though they're a branch off Huawei. They're their own sort of business model, if that makes sense. Yeah, Mr. Zhao. That's a fair point to make. That's a very good point. How cars are sold. So you've got like your Mercedes and your BMWs and all of these, Audi, blah blah blah. Many of them are owned by the same company. So, is it? So right, I've got this. Toyota, car brand. They also own Lexus, Scion, Daihatsu, Hino. Volkswagen own Audi, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Porsche. So this big whole company owns different car manufacturers, and they're different cars. They're completely different. They have different price, marketing points, everything. That's the same with what Huawei are doing with Honor. Like, it is the same company, but it's a different brand, if that makes sense. So, a bit like how Samsung own Galaxy and Alpha and stuff like that. You have the Samsung Galaxy S3, S8, whatever they're on now. That's how Honor sort of view their relationship. That's what he said in his statement, which is kind of cool. I'm just blabbing on about the new Honor phone because I'm very excited to get it, and I've literally been telling everyone. So I really hope I get it now. But yeah, that's about does it for me. You've had an update. You can see how tired I am. I've got back from work at 8 o'clock. I started at 9:30, so not too bad. But the other day I started at 8 o'clock, which killed me. But yeah. Sorry, it was just a little thing here. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I think that about does it. Apologies if I haven't posted that much over the holidays, as much as I wanted to anyway. Here's a few more lid sounds. You can't see that, so let's just go here, because it's not binaural anyway. As you can see, I've only drank like down to here. I've still got that to drink, and I will be drinking that at some point. I'm going to play FIFA, or create my golf fit map, or go to bed. I haven't decided yet. I sort of want to play FIFA, because I've just got Player of the Month, Salah. So that's very exciting. Cheers. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you this. Well, yeah, actually, I was saying, I want them headphones, so I'll unbox them when they arrive. I'm hoping it's not like, because I won a competition at the start of the year through pretty much the same people. I won a I won a phone. I won the 6X. And that was only retailing about £200. I think I got about £130 for it when I sold it, because obviously I had a better phone at the time, so I didn't really need it. The customs charged me £38 for the phone to be delivered, because obviously it comes from China, it comes from overseas, so you have to pay customs charges. So I had to dispute it 2 times for Huawei or Honor to honour it, and then pay it. Because there was a bit of a confusion. Now I've made sure this time that it states in the terms and conditions that duty tax will be paid by them, and it does. It says that anyway. It said that in the last one. I just had to do a bit more digging last time to sort of find the statement, if that makes sense. This time it's literally the first thing on the page. It's like point number 2 when it says all disputes and all duty tax and customs will be paid by the thing. Blah 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 blah. So anyway. Moving on to this, I've got a new razor. I just thought I'd announce it to the world. I got a Wilkinson Sword Hydro Essential Kit. It's the Hydro 5, because it comes with 5 blades. We picked this up from Tesco, literally yesterday, because I need a shave, and mine's getting a little bit blunt and a bit tattered and worn. And these aren't electric, so it's a bit disappointing. But I don't really use the electric function anymore, because the battery went about 9 months ago. But it comes with the blade. No, it comes with the razor. Comes with the blades. So it's got one blade, one set of 5 blades sort of thing. and a whole box of whole what do you call it? A whole can of gel, hydro gel by Wilkinson Sword. And this at Tesco was £2.62. This alone, this sensitive gel, whatever they call it, was £3.50 when I last looked. So you get that, and you get a whole razor, which are usually very expensive, for less than that. So I was thoroughly impressed. So my mum bought me and my brother one, because we need new ones. Just thought I'd update you guys, because it's an update video. What else can I update you on? Nothing really. Nothing else has changed. I've just been working a lot. Nearly Christmas. I've got a few Christmas cards. I might be getting a PlayStation Pro at some point if I can afford it, but then I need a 4K monitor for it to go onto, because there's no point getting it to play 4K games if I'm not going to get a 4K monitor. I'm also might be getting a PlayStation VR if me and my brother choose to go halves on it, because he wants to get it. There's nothing really much to update you guys. Am I still recording? Yeah. I'm not going to edit that out, because I can't be bothered. I'm not going to edit anything out. You're going to see the raw footage. Yay. We're above 300 subscribers, and I thought that I had to make that 300 subscriber special the other day, just because we were so close, and now we've bumped over, and it's brilliant. But Pepsi sponsor me, because if not, I'm going to keep drinking cider, and nobody wants me to become an alcoholic. Just kidding. You know who you are. Cheers to you, a loyal subscriber, Mr. MW2. I had to think then. Is it MW2? I read your name all the time, but it's one of those where once you start, thinking about it. Oh, there's a new golf video. Get in. Pizza mini golf pink slips. Yeah. In fact, it'll be on my phone. Let's go into my notifications then. Well, it can't be 4 days ago because you commented like yesterday. My channel, come on. Oh, 309 subscribers. I do apologise. And that's going to take me to Google, innit? Nope, didn't want that. I'm thinking about changing my little bubble photo thing. You know what I'm on about? Just do a photo of me. Because people know I am now. I'm like famous and all that. Just kidding. Community. Oh, Andrew Smith. Sorry, I apologise. How did I get that wrong? It's probably because you know what I mean. Andrew Smith, you're a legend. I apologise for getting your name wrong. MW2 Gamer, really, really good speaker. Even if you get the odd word wrong, it's not awkward or anything. You make it so relaxing and great, mate. Thank you. I love how you are at this. Thank you. You really know what you're doing. Thank you. Thanks for these many videos. I can't wait for part 3. Part 3 will come in January because I'm planning a transfer special. That's if you've watched to this point of this video, then spoiler alert, but yeah, transfer special. Or will there not be a transfer? That could be the twist, that there's so many and you don't take them. Or they want to sign you on a proper transfer. I've actually got, right, as stupid as this sounds, I've got an Excel spreadsheet of what I've said in each video, like wages and location, club, position, squad role, stuff like that. Because I know that in future videos I want to keep consistency, and I want to keep, when they do something wrong in movies, and like in one scene they're wearing a red coloured shirt and another one blue. You know, like sort of consistency between scenes. I want like each part to keep like to flow, into flow. Which is why I got a bit confused. The one thing I missed out last time, I think I missed out something about you moving house or you're living with. I can't remember what I did. I'm gonna have to go back through them again and update my spreadsheet. But anyway, that'll be it. I've been saying goodbye for about 5 minutes. I just thought I'd update you guys and give you a super long video. What are we on? Oh, 40 minutes. That'll be edited down to about 35. Bye.